gráfica. Con la gráfica, digo. Mi King, tengo 8 GB HP, pertenece 16. Le compro. Cómprate una nueva, mi papu. Cómprate una nueva, mejor. Cómprate una nueva, mi King. Cómprate una nuevita y no te hagas problemas.
Estamos.
Nvidia anuncia RTX 500 5090 en CES 2025. Vamos a poner narrado en español. Vamos a checar un poquito la cámara. También quiero comprar otras 16 GB 2x8 y el de 8 tengo. Mira, o sea, de que se puede, pero no se debería. Pero si quieres ponerle, podemos añadir. Así que normal, Fabio. Ahí tienes mi número de WhatsApp. Si gustas, hermanito, por ahí podemos también chatear, así que no habría problema. O sea, sí, mi tarjeta gráfica. Oye, manito, ¿se puede jugar GTA? Con un... Sí, papu, claro, ¿por qué no se va a poder? Sí se puede, mi King, sí se puede. Sí se puede, sí se puede. Recontra se puede, mi King, recontra win, así que... Dale nada más, mi papu. Dale nada más. Quien te diga lo contrario, este es un glooper, ¿no? No se va a poder, hasta con menos procesador se puede. Se viene, muchachos, se viene. ¿Se viene Nvidia? ¿O me ven aquí? Ya está. Uy. ¿Se podría? Sí, se podría.
This is how intelligence is made. A new kind of factory. Generator of tokens. The building blocks of AI. Tokens have opened a new frontier, the first step into an extraordinary world, where endless possibilities are born. Tokens transform words into knowledge and breathe life into images. They turn ideas into videos and help us safely navigate any environment. Tokens teach robots to move like the masters. Inspire new ways to celebrate our victories.
A martini, please.
Only light up.
Thank you, Adam.
And give us peace of mind when we need it most.
Hi,
Roca.
Hi, Anna. It's good to see you again.
Hi, Emma. We're gonna take your blood sample today, okay?
Don't worry, I'm gonna be here the whole time.
They bring meaning to numbers to help us better understand the world around us. Predict the dangers that surround us. And find cures for the threats within us. Tokens can bring our visions to life. And restore what we've lost.
Zachary, I got my voice back, buddy.
They help us move forward. One small step at a time. And one giant leap. Together.
Juntos. A los satélites, no, ahí sí va a ser muy necesario esta IA. Como para poder mandar imágenes mejor
And here
y a tiempo real. No, eso sí está potente.
is where it all begins.
Mira, Suma, tenemos una promoción de lanzamiento con RAM. Sí, mi papu, sí hay, todo ahí, así que no te preocupes.
Welcome to the stage, Nvidia founder and CEO, Jensen Huang.
Al fin, al fin. Trabajando, casaca, ¿no?
Welcome to CES!
Tengo que ser ecológico.
Are you excited to be in Las Vegas? Do you like my jacket? I thought I'd go the other way from Gary Shapiro. I'm in Las Vegas after all. If this doesn't work out, if all of you object, well, just get used to it. I really think you have to let this sink in. In another hour or so, you're going to feel good about it. Well, welcome to NVIDIA. In fact, you're inside NVIDIA's digital twin. And we're going to take you to NVIDIA. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NVIDIA. You're inside our digital twin.
Por acá y acá ya lo tengo, ya mis kines, acá ya lo tengo.
Everything here is generated by AI. It has been an extraordinary journey, extraordinary year, and it started in 1993.
Ready, go!
With NV1, we wanted to build computers that can do things that normal
Los
computers couldn't.
gráficos. Uy, acá nos van a dar
And
una cátedra.
NV1
Una
made
cátedra
it
de cómo
possible
han
to have
evolucionado
a
los
game
gráficos en los
console
últimos
in your
años.
PC.
Aunque ya hay muchos TikToks.
Our programming architecture was called UDA,
Ahí estamos.
missing the letter C until a little while later, but UDA, Unified Device Architecture. And the first developer for UDA and the first application that ever worked on UDA was Sega's Virtual Fighter. 6 years later, we invented, in 1999, the programmable GPU.
Pongo acá
And it
esto acá.
started 20 years,
Que me
20
lo
plus
descargue.
years
Y ahí ya
of
tengo tu- Papu, ¿qué
incredible
teclado me
advance
recomiendas con
in this incredible
apoyamuñecas?
processor called the
Hay un
GPU.
Antrix, mi king, ¿ah?
It
Hay
made
un Antrix que es
modern
ultra
computer
económico.
graphics possible.
¿Cómo
And
que
now,
4080?
30 years later,
No me digas que te olvidaste de
Sega's
chupar.
Virtual Fighter is completely cinematic. This is the new Virtual Fighter project that's coming. I just can't wait.
¿Cómo, mi king?
Absolutely incredible.
¿Qué me estás diciendo?
6 years after that, 6 years after
Hola,
1999,
muy bien, acá estamos.
we invented CUDA so that we could
Idioma.
explain or express the
Español.
programmability of our GPUs to a rich set of algorithms that could benefit from it. CUDA initially was difficult to explain,
Pinches
and it took
anuncios.
years, in fact. It took approximately 6 years. Somehow, 6 years later or so, 2012, Alex Karshevsky, Ilya Sutskever, and Jeff Hinton discovered
Ya
CUDA
ves, todo era
used
inteligencia
it
artificial.
to process AlexNet, and the rest of it is history. AI has been advancing at an incredible pace since. Started with perception AI. We now can understand images and words and sounds. To generative AI, to generate images and text and sounds.
En Red Dragon también hay buenos
And
modelos.
now,
Ahorita lo que estamos viendo es la
Agentic
presentación de
AI.
de las gráficas sin
AIs that can perceive, reason, plan, and act. And then the next phase, some of which we'll talk about tonight, physical AI, 2012. Now, magically, 2018, something happened that was pretty incredible. Google's Transformer was released as BERT, and the world of AI really took off. Transformers, as you know, completely changed the landscape for artificial intelligence. In fact, it completely changed the landscape for computing altogether. We recognized properly that AI was not just a new application with a new business opportunity, but AI, more importantly, machine learning enabled by transformers, was going to fundamentally change how computing
Ya,
works.
Fabio, bacán. Entonces sí,
And today,
sí fue tu mensaje el que me llegó.
Computing
Mándame
is
captura de que estás en el chat, papu,
revolutionized
y
in
listo.
every
Mándame
single
captura de que
layer,
estás acá en el directo para
from
saber
hand coding,
cuál fue la
instructions that
pregunta.
run on CPUs to create software tools that humans use. We now have machine learning that creates and optimizes neural networks that processes on GPUs and creates artificial intelligence. Every single layer of the technology stack has been completely changed.
Inteligencia artificial,
An
el poder
incredible
bruto.
transformation in
Ahora
just
venden
12
tecnología
years.
nomás. Innovación.
Well, we can now understand information of just about any modality. Surely you've seen text and images and sounds and things like that. But not only can we understand those, we can understand amino acids, we can understand physics.
Ya está.
We understand them, we can translate them, and generate them. The applications are just completely endless. In fact, almost any AI application that you see out there,
Ya está. Tengo una placa B450,
what modality is the input that it learned
Sí,
from?
normal, Miquín.
What modality of information did it translate to?
Tranqui, tranqui.
And what modality of information is it generating? If you ask these three fundamental questions, just about every single application could be
Es una buena placa esa.
inferred. And so when you see
normal, lo vas a
application
poder-
after
lo vamos a poner en
applications
el-
that are AI-driven,
Almacenamiento de las cositas que
AI native, at the core of it, this fundamental concept is there. Machine learning has changed how every application is going to be built, how computing will be done, and the possibilities beyond. Well, GPUs, GeForce, in a lot of ways, all of this with AI is the
Esta es la
house that
presentación,
GeForce built.
Miquín. Hoy es el día.
GeForce enabled AI to reach the masses. And now,
Hoy es el día.
AI is coming home to GeForce. There are so many things that you can't do without AI. Let me show you some of it now.
Hoy es el día de las grafiquitas. Vamos a ver qué se ve acá. Se sigue viendo juego. Aunque ni tanto, ¿ah? Ni tanto de espaldas, ¿ah? DLSS 4, a la mierda, full RTX. Estándar. A la mierda. Es una mejora, ¿no? ¿Por qué? ¿Cómo estar vicios? ¿Por qué? ¿Cuánto tiempo crees que dure el 80 como está diciendo? ¿6? Parece 5.500. Depende, ¿para qué tienes? Pues, sí, es una buena configuración. Sí, es una buena config la que tienes. Pero para que juegues a gráficos altos, es otra cosa. Muy suavizado. Por eso que está en 2K la transmisión. ¿No? ¿Quién entra y quién
That
sube, quién sube?
was real-time computer graphics.
Ya tenemos
No
el DLSS
computer
4.
graphics researcher, no computer
Otra
scientist
generación de DLSS.
would have told you that it
Esperemos
is
que no sea
possible for
de
us to
software,
ray
porque-
trace every single
Porque
pixel
cuando se presentó la
at this point.
3.0,
Ray
se
tracing is a
rumoreaba que sí se
simulation
podía
of light.
correr en una 2060.
The amount of geometry
O sea,
that you saw was
dos
absolutely
generaciones más
insane.
todavía.
It would have been
O sea, no era tan
impossible
estable, pero sí se
without
podía.
artificial intelligence. There are two fundamental things that we did. We used, of course, programmable shading and ray traced acceleration to produce incredibly beautiful pixels. But then we have artificial intelligence be conditioned, be controlled by that pixel to generate a whole bunch of other pixels. Not only is it able to generate other pixels spatially, because it's aware of what the colors should be, it has been trained on a supercomputer back in Nvidia, and so the neural network that's running on the GPU
Lemon,
can
Inazuma, ¿qué
infer
pasó?
and predict the pixels that we did not render. Not only can we do that, it's called DLSS. The latest generation of DLSS also generates beyond
Vamos a ver
frames.
acá.
It can predict the future,
¿Qué tal, mi Lemon? ¿Cómo estás,
generating
Joaquín? ¿Cómo
3
estás, mi
additional
hermano?
frames for every frame that we
¿Cómo estás?
calculate. What you saw,
Ya llegó mi
if we
novelero
just said
favorito.
4 frames of what you saw, because we're going to render 1 frame and
favorito.
generate 3.
El
If I said
Lemon.
4 frames at full HD, 4K, that's 33 million pixels or so. Out of that 33 million pixels, we computed only 2. It is an absolute miracle that we can computationally using programmable shaders and our ray tracing engine, to compute 2 million pixels and have AI predict all of the other 33. And as a result, we're able to render at incredibly high performance because AI does a lot less computation. It takes, of course, an enormous amount of training to produce that, but once you train it, the generation is extremely efficient. So this is one of the incredible capabilities of artificial intelligence, and that's why there's so many amazing things that are happening. We used GeForce to enable artificial intelligence, and now artificial intelligence is revolutionizing GeForce. Everyone, today we're announcing our next generation, the RTX Blackwell family. Let's take a look.
A ver, preséntame esa. ¿Qué estás viendo? Hola, papo, ¿cómo estás? Hola, crack, nuevo sub. Buena calidad, papá. Gracias, gracias, hermano. Gracias, gracias. King Gamer. Soy sudoso. ¿Qué? Dos ventiladores. Cámara de vapor. Radiador. ¡Ah, la miércoles! ¡Ah, la hora del PVC! Mira, mira, mira la plaquita. Recontra pequeña. Y a tops. Oh, 4000 tops. Bueno, pues. Muy más delgada, ¿no? La cámara de vapor, la cámara de vapor. Vamos, vamos, mi king. Sigue así, sigue así. GDDR7.
is.
Ya se
Our brand new
está
GeForce
chiquita, mi king.
RTX
Está pequeña esa
50
gráfica.
series.
Está pequeña.
Blackwell architecture. The GPU is just a beast.
Blackwell.
92 billion transistors, 4,000 tops, 4 petaflops of AI, 3 times higher than the last generation Ada. And we need all of it to generate those pixels that I showed you. 380 ray tracing teraflops so that we could, for the pixels that we have to compute the most beautiful image you possibly can. And of course, 125 shader teraflops. There's actually a concurrent shader teraflops as well as an integer unit of equal performance. So 2 dual shaders. One is for floating point, one is for integer. G7 memory, from Micron, 1.8 terabytes per second, twice the performance of our last generation. And we now have the ability to intermix AI workloads with computer graphics workloads. And one of the amazing things about this generation is the programmable shader is also able to now process neural networks. So the shader is able to carry these neural networks.
Eso me sirve para
and
jugar
as a
Minecraft
result,
con
we
shaders.
invented
Recontra, mi
neural
papu,
texture
recontra,
compression
igual,
and
4
neural
pantallas.
material
PCI
shading.
Express.
As a result of that,
Ahora se ha
you
hecho
get
más,
these
más
amazingly
pequeñito
beautiful images
el
that are
término de
only
la base.
possible
Solamente
because we use
salida de
AIs
video,
to
chip
learn the
gráficos
texture, learn the
y el
compression
resto de los
algorithms,
almacenamientos.
and as a result get extraordinary results.
Nada más.
Okay, so this
GDR7.
is-
Uf, va a ser
This
más
is
rápido.
a brand new
Sí, más delgada. 2 ventiladores va a tener y una cámara de vapor. Eso va a ayudar con el tema de las
Blackwell
temperaturas.
59.
Muchísimo va a ayudar con el tema de las temperaturas. Porque
Now,
ya, actualmente
even
tenemos temperaturas altas, pues, y
the mechanical design is a
no
miracle.
son sanas, mis chicos.
Look at this. It's
No
got
son
two
temperaturas sanas.
fans.
Son
This
temperaturas
whole
preocupantes.
graphics
Yo
card
tengo una
is just one
3090
giant fan.
y constantemente tengo que
You know,
estar
so the
viendo más o
question is, where's
menos
the graphics card?
el
It's
tema del
literally this big.
mantenimiento. Y sí es molestoso.
The voltage regulated design is state of the art,
Ya tener
incredible design. The engineering team did a great
una
job.
gráfica la cual maneje
Here it
pocas
is.
temperaturas.
Thank
Vamos
you.
a ver ahora el tema de las temperaturas. Bueno, la cámara de vapor es algo, ¿no? Pero parece que se va a haber puesto justamente
Okay,
porque va a
so
ser más
those are
calentona.
the speeds and
Vamos a ver.
feeds. So how does it
Esperemos que
compare?
no tenga razón.
Well,
We're going to start with our baking
this
soda. You
is
want to?
RTX 4090. I know many of you have one. I know it. Look, it's $1,599. It is one of the
Mierda,
best investments
no
you could
jodas.
possibly make.
Ya sabemos
You-
más
For
o menos.
$15.99,
Ya,
you
así está
bring
la
it home to
4090.
your
Vamos al tipo de cambio de
$10,000
3.7.
PC
No jodas,
entertainment
ese precio.
command center. Isn't that right? Don't tell me that's not true. Don't be ashamed. It's liquid cooled, fancy lights all over it.
No,
You
el
lock
precio
it when you
es el precio.
leave.
Pero no
It's
¿qué
the
basura
modern
todo?
home theater. It makes
A
perfect
la
sense.
vez, gigantesca.
And now for
porque acá
$1,500
solamente había el tema del
$1,599,
radiador, ahora son
you
dos
get to
ventiladores,
upgrade
cámara
that
de
and
vapor.
turbocharge the living daylights out of it. Well, now with the Blackwell family, RTX 5070, 4090 performance at $549.
Oh, 50-70, miércoles. 529 por 3.67.
Impossible without
2000
artificial
lucas, 2000
intelligence.
lucas,
Impossible
2000
without
lucas.
the 4 tops,
Salvó el
4
gaming.
teraops of
49, a ver, 549
AI
por 3
tensor
puntos.
cores.
Igual, este es referencial.
Impossible without the
2000
G7 memory.
lucas.
Okay, so
Bueno, un poquito
5070,
menos de lo que te cuesta
4090
actualmente una
performance,
4070. Pero ese es otro mercado. Pues
and
acá,
here's the whole family.
¿cuánto puede
Starting
venir con
from
tema de
5070
aranceles? A ver si
all the way
vemos
up to
eso.
5090, 5090, twice the
3500?
performance of a 4090.
$2000.
Starting
Bueno,
course,
está
we're
mejor que
producing
la
at very large
filtración que
scale,
vi. $2000 ya
starting
tengo esta
January.
capturita ya.
well,
Uf,
it is incredible, but we managed to put
TI 80.
in
A la verga,
gigantic
$1000
performance
más vale la de
GPUs
la
into a
5080
laptop.
a la
This is a
5090.
5070 laptop for
Un
$1299.
laptop. Ah, una
This
laptop te puede costar así.
5070 laptop has a 4090 performance.
9000,
this one here
9000.
somewhere.
Sí, está precioso. ¿Ha bajado de precio o se
show you
mantiene?
this.
Yo opino que igual va a venir con 10, 11. Y si
This
es Asus
is
va a
a-
venir más cara.
Look at this thing.
Ah, la ultra delgado.
There's only so
Quiero
many
hacer.
pockets. Ladies and gentlemen, Janine Paul.
Está la 50-70.
So can you imagine? You got this incredible graphics card here, Blackwell. We're going to shrink it and put it in there. Does that make any
¿Pero la
sense?
metió en la versión completa?
Well, you can't
qué
do that
finita.
without artificial intelligence. And the reason for that is because we're generating
qué
most
fina,
of the
qué fina.
pixels using our tensor cores. So we ray trace
Una
only
más,
the
creo que es
pixels we need, and we
milimétricamente
generate using
más
artificial
pequeñita.
intelligence all of the other pixels we have. As a result, the energy efficiency is just off the charts. The future of computer graphics is neural rendering, the fusion of artificial intelligence and computer graphics. And what's really amazing is, oh, here we go.
Pero igual,
This
$1,300.
is a surprisingly kinetic
No
keyboard.
jodas.
And,
La 50-70 va a tener el rendimiento como una 40-90. Habla
And
bien,
so
mi
the
king.
5090 will fit into a laptop, a thin laptop. That last laptop was
No,
14.9
amigo.
millimeters. You got a 5080,
No,
5070 Ti,
¿qué salto que es
5070.
esto? Nvidia innovando.
Ladies and gentlemen, the RTX Blackwell family.
Blackwell.
Well, GeForce brought AI to the world, democratized
Seguimos con las
AI.
capturitas.
Now
Parece
AI
que
has come back and revolutionized GeForce. Let's talk about artificial intelligence. Let's go to somewhere else at Nvidia.
Ahora vamos a ver el video de lanzamiento.
This is literally our office. This is literally Nvidia's headquarters. Okay, so let's talk about AI. The industry is chasing and racing to scale artificial intelligence. And the scaling law is a powerful model. It's an empirical law that has been observed and demonstrated by researchers and industry over several generations. And the scaling law says that the more data you have, the training data that you have, the larger model that you have,
Con mi 4060 no
and the
pasa
more
nada ahora.
compute that you
Lo que
apply
pasa es
to
que
it, therefore, the
todavía
more
no se han creado
effective
programas
or
como
the
para
more
que se aprovechen
capable
esas
your
gráficas. O sea,
model
primero
will
viene la
become.
tecnología y los avances
the
vienen
scaling law
después. Y de ahí
continues.
encontramos otra vez las limitaciones
What's really
y volvemos
amazing
a empezar
is
otra
that
vez.
now we're moving
Igual que el Play 5,
towards,
se muestra con
of
algunos
course,
pocos
the
juegos,
internet is
se
producing
demuestra lo
about
que se puede hacer y a
twice
partir de
the-
ahí ya
twice
vienen
the
los
amount of
juegos
data
realmente, los
every
que sí
single
se
year as
puede
they get
sacar
last
jugo, ¿no?
year.
Como Alan
I
Wake,
think in the next
que es
couple
un
years we'll
juegazo que
produce,
realmente exige. En su momento fue
humanity will
Cyberpunk,
produce more
ahora ya
data
Cyberpunk es un
than
juego más
all of
estable.
humanity has ever
Pero se ha
produced,
quedado con el
since the
nombre, ¿no?
beginning.
Que sí es un
And
juego
so
tranca
we're
de
still
jugar.
producing a gigantic
Pero hay
amount
otros
of
juegos que
of
sí
data,
realmente son
and
trancas.
it's
Así que
becoming
vamos a esperar a eso,
multimodal.
pues.
Video and
Y bueno, la
images
4060
and
es una
sound,
graficaza.
all of that
Pero
data could be used
esas
to
gráficas no se van a
train
comprar ahora, pues. Y
fundamental
para un
knowledge, the
ensamble
foundational
con
knowledge
esas
on
gráficas
AI.
va a ser mucho más
But
caro y
there
vamos a ver qué
are, in
exigencias
fact,
piden, pues.
two
Ya
other
no vamos a poder
scaling
armarlo con
laws
12, ¿no?
that has now
Ya es
emerged.
9000.
And it's
O
somewhat
Ultra,
intuitive.
de frente Ultra
The
y RC
second
9000
scaling
ya
law
están pensadas
is
para esas.
post-training
PCs
scaling law.
5.0 ya son
Post-training
tecnologías
scaling law
totalmente distintas. Pues
uses
el ensamble con
technologies,
esas
techniques
gráficas
like reinforcement
ya van
learning,
a tener
human
otros costos.
feedback.
Que se
Basically,
planten mejor en el mercado
the
las
AI
9000
produces
de
and
Ryzen
generates
y los
answers.
Ultra de Intel
The
y ahí
hum-
vamos a
based
ver
on
ensambles
a human
interesantes
query,
pero
the
con
human
precios
then,
altos.
of course,
O
gives
sea,
the feedback.
ensambles
It's
de
much more complicated
7000,
than that, but that
6000,
reinforcement
5000
learning
soles
system,
en adelante.
with a fair
Para
number
este
of very high
2025,
quality
¿no? Ya
prompts,
más atrás
causes the
ya
AI
podemos
to
contar con las tecnologías que
refine
ya
its
tenemos
skills.
para ensambles más
It
económicos.
could fine-tune its skills for particular domains.
Déjeme
It
tomar
could
la
be better
captura
at
todo.
solving math problems, better at reasoning, so on and so forth. And so it's essentially like having a mentor or having a
Captura
coach
todo,
give you
captura todo,
feedback
captura todo.
after you're done going to school. And so you get tests, you get feedback, you improve yourself. We also have reinforcement learning AI feedback, and we have synthetic data generation. These techniques are rather akin to, if you will, self-practice. You know the answer to a particular problem, and you continue to try it until you get it right. And so an AI could be presented with a very complicated and a difficult problem that is verifiable functionally, and it has an answer that we understand, maybe proving a theorem, maybe solving a geometry problem. And so these problems would cause the AI to produce answers, and using reinforcement learning, it would learn how to improve itself. That's called post-training. Post-training requires an enormous amount of computation, but the end result produces incredible models. We now have a third scaling law, and this third scaling law has to do with
Próximo
what's
mes
called
se
test
viene el
time
monitor.
scaling.
Uf.
Test time scaling is basically when you're being used.
Estados Unidos.
When you're
perdón.
using the AI,
Ya que lo tengo.
the AI has the ability to now apply a different resource allocation. Instead of improving its parameters, now it's focused on deciding how much computation to use to produce the answers it wants to produce. Reasoning is a way of thinking about this. Long thinking is a way to think about this. Instead of a direct inference or one-shot answer, you might reason about it. You might break down the problem into multiple steps. You might generate multiple ideas.
cámara para cambiar de temperatura,
Evaluate,
¿no? Configúrate en
your
automático.
AI system would
No me
evaluate
digas,
which
no
one
me
of the
digas, no me
ideas that you
digas.
generated was
Estoy
the
grabando
best one.
con el teléfono
Maybe it solves the
actualmente.
problem step by step, so on and so forth. And so now test time scaling has proven to be incredibly effective. You're watching this sequence of technology and all of these scaling laws emerge as we see incredible achievements from ChatGPT to O1 to O3, and now Gemini Pro. All of these systems are going through this journey step by step by step of pre-training to post-training to test time scaling. Well, the amount of computation that we need, of course, is incredible. And we would like, in fact, that society has the ability to scale the amount of computation to produce more and more novel and better intelligence. Intelligence, of course, is the most valuable asset that we have, and it can be applied to solve a lot of very challenging problems. And so, scaling law. It's driving enormous demand for NVIDIA computing. It's driving enormous demand for this incredible chip we call Blackwell. Let's take a look at Blackwell. Well, Blackwell is in full production. It is incredible what it looks like. So first of all, there's some, every single cloud service provider now have systems up and running. We have systems here from about 15 computer makers. It's being made about 200 different SKUs, 200 different configurations. They're liquid-cooled, air-cooled, x86, NVIDIA Grace CPU versions, NVLink 36 by 2, NVLink 72 by 1, whole bunch of different types of systems so that we can accommodate just about every single data center in the world. Well, these systems are being currently manufactured in some 45 factories. It tells you how pervasive artificial intelligence is and how much the industry is jumping onto artificial intelligence in this new computing model. Well, the reason why we're driving it so hard is because we need a lot more computation. And it's very clear that Janine? You know, it's hard to tell. You don't ever want to reach your hands into a dark place. Hang on a second. Is this a good idea? All right.
We're going to start with our baking soda.
No tengo un embudo, así que voy a...
Wait for it. Wait for it. I thought I was worthy. Apparently, Yonir didn't think I was worthy. All right. This is my show and tell. This is a show and tell. So, this NVLink system, this right here, this NVLink system, this is GB200 NVLink 72. It is 1.5 tons, 600,000 parts, approximately equal to 20 cars, 120 kilowatts. It has a spine behind it that connects all of these GPU together, 2 miles of copper cable, 5,000 cables. This is being manufactured in 45 factories around the world. We build them, we liquid cool them, we test them, we disassemble them, ship them in parts to the data centers because it's 1.5 tons. We reassemble it outside the data centers and install them. The manufacturing is insane. But the goal of all of this is because the scaling laws are driving computing so hard that this level of computation, Blackwell over our last generation, improves the performance per watt by a factor of 4.
We're going to start.
Performance per watt by a factor of 4, performance per dollar by a factor of 3. That basically says that in one generation, we reduce the
Omitir
cost of
navegación.
training these models by a factor of
Acceder.
Or if you want to
En vivo.
the size of
El
your
CEO de
model,
Nvidia,
it's not the same
Jensen
cost.
Huang,
These are
discurso de
generating
apertura en CES
tokens that are being used by
2025.
all of us.
1.81 M de suscriptores.
when we use
suscribirse,
ChatGPT or when we use Gemini,
me
use our
gusta,
phones in the future, just about all of these
compartir,
applications are going to be consuming these AI tokens.
compartir.
And these AI tokens are being generated by these systems. And every single data center is limited by power. And so if the perf per watt of Blackwell is 4 times our last generation, then the revenue that could be generated, the amount of business that can be generated in the data center is increased by a factor of 4. And so these AI factory systems really are factories today. Now the goal of all of this is so that we can create one giant chip. The amount of computation we need is really quite incredible. And this is basically one giant chip. If we would have had to build a chip, here we go. Sorry, guys. You see that? That's cool. Look at that, disco lights in here. All right. If we had to build this as one chip, obviously this would be the size of the wafer, but this doesn't include the impact of yield. It would have to be probably 3 or 4 times this size. But what we basically have here is 72 Blackwell GPUs or 144 dies. This one chip here is 1.4 exaflops. The world's largest supercomputer, fastest supercomputer, only recently, this entire room supercomputer only recently achieved an exaflop plus. This is 1.4 exaflops of AI floating point performance. That's the amazing thing. It has 14 terabytes of memory, but here's the amazing thing. Petabytes per second. The memory bandwidth is 1.2 petabytes per second. That's basically the entire internet traffic that's happening right now. The entire world's internet traffic is being processed across these chips, okay? And we have 130 trillion transistors in total, 2,592 CPU cores, whole bunch of networking. And so these, I wish I could do this. I don't think I will. So these are the Blackwells. These are our ConnectX networking chips. These are the NVLink. And we're trying to pretend about the NVLink spine, but that's not possible. Okay. And these are all of the HBM memories, 14 terabytes of HBM memory. This is what we're trying to do, and this is the miracle. This is the miracle of the Blackwell system. The Blackwell dies right here. It is the largest single chip the world's ever made. But yet, the miracle is really, in addition to that, this is the Grace Blackwell system. Well, the goal of all of this, of course, is so that we can, thank you, thanks. Boy, is there a chair I could sit down for a second?
¿Está cansado?
Can I have a Michelob Ultra?
Está cansado, está cansado.
How is it possible that we're in the Michelob Ultra Stadium? It's like coming to Nvidia and we don't have a GPU for you. So we need an enormous amount of computation because we want to train larger and larger models, and these inferences used to be one inference, but in the future, the AI is going to be talking to itself. It's going to be thinking. It's going to be internally reflecting, processing. So today, when the tokens are being generated at you, so long as it's coming out at 20 or 30 tokens per second, it's basically as fast as anybody can read. However, in the future, and right now with GPT-01, you know, with the new Gemini Pro and the new the 01, 03 models, they're talking to themselves, reflecting, they're thinking. And so, as you can imagine, the rate at which the tokens could be ingested is incredibly high. And so we need the token rates and token generation rates to go way up. And we also have to drive the cost way down simultaneously so that the quality of service can be extraordinary, the cost to customers can continue to be low, and AI will continue to scale. And so that's the fundamental purpose, the reason why we created NVLink. Well, one of the most important things that's happening in the world of enterprise is agentic AI. Agentic AI basically is a perfect example of test time
Todo
scaling.
su embudo.
It's a AI is a
Sello su
system of
Funko.
models. Some of it is understanding, interacting with the customer,
Sello su
interacting with
Funko.
the user. Some of it's maybe retrieving information from storage, a semantic AI system like a RAG. Maybe it's going on to the internet. Maybe it's studying a PDF file. And so it might be using tools. It might be using a calculator. And it might be using a generative AI to generate charts and such. And it's taking the problem you gave it, breaking it down step by step, and it's iterating through all these different models. Well, in order to respond to a customer in the future, in order for AI to respond, it used to be ask a question, answer starts spewing out. In the future, you ask a question, a whole bunch of models are going to be working in the background. And so test time scaling, the amount of computation used for inferencing, is going to go through the roof. It's going to go through the roof because we want better and better answers. Well, to help the industry build agentic AI, our go-to-market is not direct to enterprise customers. Our go-to-market is we work with software developers in the IT ecosystem to integrate our technology to make possible new capabilities, just like we did with CUDA libraries. We now want to do that with AI libraries. And just as the computing model of the past has APIs that are doing computer graphics or doing linear algebra or doing fluid dynamics, in the future, on top of those acceleration libraries, CUDA acceleration libraries, we'll have AI libraries. We've created 3 things for helping the ecosystem build agentic AI. Nvidia NIMs, which are essentially AI microservices all packaged up. It takes all of this really complicated CUDA software, CUDA DNN, Cutlass, or TensorRT-LM, or Triton, or all of these different really complicated software, and the model itself, we package it up, we optimize it, we put it into a container, and you could take it wherever you like. And so we have models for vision, for understanding languages, for speech, for animation, for digital biology, and we have some new exciting models coming for physical AI. And these AI models run in every single cloud because NVIDIA's GPUs are now available in every single cloud. It's available in every single OEM. So you could literally take these models, integrate it into your software packages, create AI agents that run on Cadence, or there might be ServiceNow agents, or they might be SAP agents, and they could deploy it to their customers and run it wherever the customers want to run the software. The next layer is what we call NVIDIA NeMo. NeMo is essentially a digital employee onboarding and training evaluation system. In the future, these AI agents are essentially digital workforce that are working alongside your employees, doing things for you on your behalf. And so the way that you would bring these specialized agents into your, these special agents into your company is to onboard them, just like you onboard an employee. And so we have different libraries that helps these AI agents be trained for the type of language in your company. Maybe the vocabulary is unique to your company, the business process is different, the way you work is different. So you would give them examples of what the work product should look like, and they would try to generate it, and you would give a feedback, and then you would evaluate them, so on and so forth. And so that, and you would guardrail them. You say, these are the things that you're not allowed to do. These are the things you're not allowed to say. And we even give them access to certain information. Okay, so that entire pipeline, digital employee pipeline, is called NeMo. In a lot of ways, the IT department of every company is going to be the HR department of AI agents in the future. Today, they manage and maintain a bunch of software from the IT industry. In the future, they'll maintain, nurture, onboard, and improve a whole bunch of digital agents and provision them to the companies to use. Okay? And so your IT department is going to become kind of like AI agent HR. And on top of that, we provide a whole bunch of blueprints that our ecosystem could take advantage of. All of this is completely open source, and so you could take it and modify the blueprints. We have blueprints for all kinds of different types of agents. Well, today we're also announcing that we're doing something that's really cool and I think really clever. We're announcing a whole family of models that are based off of Llama, the NVIDIA Llama Nemotron language foundation models. Llama 3.1 is a complete phenomenon. The download of Llama 3.1 from Meta, 650,000 times, something like that. It has been derived and turned into other models, about 60,000 other different models. It is singularly the reason why just about every single enterprise and every single industry has been activated to start working on AI. Well, the thing that we did was we realized that the Llama models really could be better fine-tuned for enterprise use. And so we fine-tune them using our expertise and our capabilities, and we turn them into the Llama Nemotron suite of open models. There are small ones that interact in very, very fast response time, extremely small. They're what we call super Llama Nemotron supers. They're basically your mainstream versions of your models. Or your ultra model. The ultra model could be used to be a teacher model for a whole bunch of other models. It could be a reward model, evaluator, a judge for other models to create answers and decide whether it's a good answer or not. Basically give feedback to other models. It could be distilled in a lot of different ways. Basically, a teacher model, a knowledge distillation model. Very large, very capable. And so all of this is now available online. Well, these models are incredible. It's number one in leaderboards for chat, leaderboard for instruction, leaderboard for retrieval. So the different types of functionalities necessary that are used in AI agents around the world, these are going to be incredible models for you. We're also working with the ecosystem. All of our NVIDIA AI technologies are integrated into the IT industry. We have great partners and really great work being done at ServiceNow, at SAP, at Siemens for industrial AI. Cadence is doing great work. Synopsys is doing great work. I'm really proud of the work that we do with Perplexity. As you know, they revolutionized search. Yeah, really fantastic stuff. Codium, every software engineer in the world. This is going to be the next giant AI application. Next giant AI service, period, is software coding. 30 million software engineers around the world. Everybody is going to have a software assistant helping them code. If not, obviously you're going to be way less productive and create lesser good code. And so this is 30 million. There's 1 billion knowledge workers in the world. It is very, very clear AI agents is probably the next robotics industry and likely to be a multi-trillion-dollar opportunity. Well, let me show you some of the blueprints that we've created and some of the work that we've done with our partners with these AI agents.
Volaron. Lo que no nos dicen ahora es el tema del
AI agents are the new digital workforce, working for and with us. AI agents are a system of models that reason about a mission, break it down into tasks, and retrieve data or use tools to generate a quality response. NVIDIA's Agentic AI building blocks, NIM pre-trained models, and NEMO framework let organizations easily develop AI agents and deploy them anywhere. We will onboard and train our agentic workforces on our company's methods, like we do for employees. AI agents are domain-specific task experts. Let me show you 4 examples. For the billions of knowledge workers and students, AI research assistant agents ingest complex documents like lectures, journals, financial results, and generate interactive podcasts for easy learning.
By combining a UNet regression model with a diffusion model, CoreDiff can downscale global weather forecasts down from 25 kilometers to 2 kilometers.
Developers, like at NVIDIA, manage software security AI agents that continuously scan software for vulnerabilities, alerting developers to what action is needed. Virtual Lab AI agents help researchers design and screen billions of compounds to find promising drug candidates faster than ever. And Video Analytics AI agents, built on an NVIDIA Metropolis blueprint, including NVIDIA Cosmos Nematron vision language models, Llama Nematron LLMs, and Nemo Retriever. Metropolis agents analyze content from the billions of cameras generating 100,000 petabytes of video per day. They enable interactive search, summarization, and automated reporting, and help monitor traffic flows, flagging congestion or danger. In industrial facilities, they monitor processes and generate recommendations or improvement. Metropolis agents centralize data from hundreds of cameras and can reroute workers or robots when incidents occur. The age of agentic AI is here for every organization.
Okay. That was the first pitch at a baseball game. That was not generated. I just felt that none of you were impressed. Okay, so AI was created in the cloud and for the cloud. AI is created in the cloud for the cloud. And for enjoying AI on phones, of course, it's perfect. Very, very soon, we're going to have a continuous AI that's going to be with you. And when you use those Meta glasses, you could, of course, point at something, look at something, and ask it, whatever information you want. And so AI is perfect in the cloud. It was created in the cloud, it's perfect in the cloud. However, we would love to be able to take that AI everywhere. I've mentioned already that you could take NVIDIA AI to any cloud, but you could also put it inside your company. But the thing that we want to do more than anything is put it on our PC as well. And so, as you know, Windows 95 revolutionized the computer industry. It made possible this new suite of multimedia services, and it changed the way that applications was created forever. Windows 95, this model of computing, of course, is not perfect for AI. And so the thing that we would like to do is we would like to have, in the future, your AI basically become your AI assistant. And instead of just the 3D APIs and the sound APIs and the video APIs, you would have generative APIs for 3D, and generative APIs for language, and generative AI for sound, and so on and so forth. And we need a system that makes that possible while leveraging the massive investment that's in the cloud. There's no way that the world can create yet another way of programming AI models. It's just not going to happen. And so if we could figure out a way to make Windows PC a world-class AI PC, it would be completely awesome. And it turns out the answer is Windows. It's Windows WSL2. Windows WSL2. Windows WSL2 basically is two operating systems within one. It works perfectly. It's developed for developers, and it's developed so that you can have access to bare metal. WSL2 has been optimized for cloud-native applications. It is optimized for, and very importantly, it's been optimized for CUDA. And so WSL2 supports CUDA perfectly out of the box. As a result, everything that I showed you with NVIDIA NIMs, NVIDIA NEMO, the blueprints that we develop that are going to be up in ai.nvidia.com, so long as the computer fits it, so long as you can fit that model, and we're going to have many models that fit, whether it's vision models or language models or speech models or animation, digital human models, all kinds of different types of models are going to be perfect for your PC. And it would, you download it and it should just run. And so our focus is to turn Windows WSL2, Windows PC, into a target first-class platform that we will support and maintain for as long as we shall live. And so this is an incredible thing for engineers and developers everywhere. Let me show you something that we can do with that. This is one of the examples of a blueprint we just made for you.
Generative AI synthesizes amazing images from simple text prompts. Yet image composition can be challenging to control using only words. With NVIDIA NIM microservices, creators can use simple 3D objects to guide AI image generation. Let's see how a concept artist can use this technology to develop the look of a scene. They start by laying out 3D assets, created by hand or generated with AI. Then use an image generation NIM, such as Flux, to create a visual that adheres to the 3D scene. Add or move objects to refine the composition. Change camera angles to frame the perfect shot. Or reimagine the whole scene with a new prompt. Assisted by generative AI and Nvidia NIM, an artist can quickly realize their vision.
Nvidia AI for your PCs. Hundreds of millions of PCs in the world with Windows, and so we could get them ready for AI. OEMs, all the PC OEMs we work with, just basically all of the world's leading PC OEMs, are going to get their PCs ready for this stack. And so AI PCs are coming to a home near you. Linux is good. Okay, let's talk about physical AI. Speaking of Linux, let's talk about physical AI. So, physical AI. Imagine, whereas your large language model, you give it your context, your prompt on the left, and it generates tokens one at a time to produce the output. That's basically how it works. The amazing thing is, this model in the middle is quite large, has billions of parameters. The context length is incredibly large because you might decide to load in a PDF. In my case, I might load in several PDFs before I ask it a question. Those PDFs are turned into tokens. The basic attention characteristic of a transformer has every single token find its relationship and relevance against every other token. So you could have hundreds of thousands of tokens, and the computational load increases quadratically. And it does this, all of the parameters, all of the input sequence, process it through every single layer of the transformer, and it produces one token. That's the reason why we needed Blackwell. And then the next token is produced when the current token is done. It puts the current token into the input sequence and takes that whole thing and generates the next token. It does it one at a time. This is the transformer model. It's the reason why it is so incredibly effective, computationally demanding. What if, instead of PDFs, it's your surrounding? And what if, instead of the prompt, a question, it's a request? Go over there and pick up that, that box and bring it back. And instead of what is produced in tokens as text, it produces action tokens. Well, that I just described is a very sensible thing for the future of robotics. And the technology is right around the corner. But what we need to do is we need to create the effectively the world model of, as opposed to GPT, which is a language model. And this world model has to understand the language of the world. It has to understand physical dynamics, things like gravity and friction and inertia. It has to understand geometric and spatial relationships. It has to understand cause and effect. If you drop something, it falls to the ground. If you poke at it, it tips over. It has to understand object permanence. If you roll a ball over the kitchen counter, when it goes off the other side, the ball didn't leave into another quantum universe that's still there. And so all of these types of understanding, intuitive understanding that we know that most models today have a very hard time with. And so we would like to create a world, we need a world foundation model. Today we're announcing a very big thing. We're announcing Nvidia Cosmos, a world foundation model that is designed, that was created to understand the physical world. And the only way for you to really understand this is to see it. Let's play it.
The next frontier of AI is physical AI. Model performance is directly related to data availability, but physical world data is costly to capture, curate, and label. Nvidia Cosmos is a world foundation model development platform to advance physical AI. It includes auto-regressive world foundation models, diffusion-based world foundation models, advanced tokenizers, and an Nvidia CUDA, an AI-accelerated data pipeline. Cosmos models ingest text, image, or video prompts and generate virtual world states as videos. Cosmos generations prioritize the unique requirements of AV and robotics use cases, like real-world environments, lighting, and object permanence. Developers use Nvidia Omniverse to build physics-based, geospatially accurate scenarios, then output Omniverse renders into Cosmos, which generates photoreal, physically based synthetic data. Whether diverse objects or environments, conditions like weather or time of day, or edge case scenarios. Developers use Cosmos to generate worlds for reinforcement learning AI feedback to improve policy models, or to test and validate model performance, even across multi-sensor views. Cosmos can generate tokens in real time, bringing the power of foresight and multiverse simulation to AI models, generating every possible future so models select the right path. Working with the world's developer ecosystem, Nvidia is helping advance the next wave of physical AI.
Nvidia Cosmos. Nvidia Cosmos. Nvidia Cosmos, the world's first world foundation model. It is trained on 20 million hours of video. The 20 million hours of video focuses on physical dynamic things. So dynamic nature themes, humans walking, hands moving, manipulating things, things that are fast camera movements. It's really about teaching the AI, not about generating creative content, but teaching the AI to understand the physical world. And from this, with this physical AI, there are many downstream things that we could do as a result. We could do synthetic data generation to train models. We could distill it and turn it into effectively the beginnings of a robotics model. You could have it generate multiple physically based, physically plausible scenarios of the future, basically do a Doctor Strange. You could, because this model understands the physical world, of course, you saw a whole bunch of images generated. This model understanding the physical world, it also could do, of course, captioning. And so it could take videos, caption it incredibly well, and that captioning and the video could be used to train large language models, multimodality large language models. And so you could use this technology to use this foundation model to train robots, as well as large language models. And so this is the Nvidia Cosmos. The platform has an autoregressive model for real-time applications, has diffusion model for very high-quality image generation. It's incredible tokenizer, basically learning the vocabulary of real world, and a data pipeline so that if you would like to take all of this and then train it on your own data, this data pipeline, because there's so much data involved, we've accelerated everything end-to-end for you. And so this is the world's first data processing pipeline that's CUDA accelerated as well as AI accelerated. All of this is part of the Cosmos platform. And today we're announcing that Cosmos is open licensed. It's open available on GitHub. We hope that this moment, and there's a small, medium, large for very fast models, mainstream models, and also teacher models, basically knowledge transfer models. Cosmos World Foundation model being open, we really hope will do for the world of robotics and industrial AI what Llama 3 has done for enterprise AI. The magic happens when you connect Cosmos to Omniverse, and the reason fundamentally is this. Omniverse is a physics grounded, not physically grounded, but physics grounded. It's algorithmic physics, principled physics simulation grounded system. It's a simulator. When you connect that to Cosmos, it provides the grounding, the ground truth that can control and to condition the Osmos generation. As a result, what comes out of Osmos is grounded on truth. This is exactly the same idea as connecting a large language model to a RAG, to a retrieval augmented generation system. You want to ground the AI generation on ground truth. And so the combination of the two gives you a physically simulated, a physically grounded multiverse generator. And the application, the use cases are really quite exciting. And of course, for robotics, for industrial applications, it is very, very clear. This Cosmos plus Omniverse plus Cosmos represents the third computer that's necessary for building robotic systems. Every robotics company will ultimately have to build 3 computers. The robotic system could be a factory, the robotic system could be a car, it could be a robot. You need 3 fundamental computers. One computer, of course, to train the AI. We call it the Dgx computer to train the AI. Another, of course, when you're done, to deploy the AI. We call that Agx. That's inside the car, in the robot, or in an AMR, or at the in a stadium, or whatever it is. These computers are at the edge and they're autonomous. But to connect the two, you need a digital twin. And this is all the simulations that you were seeing. The digital twin is where the AI that has been trained goes to practice, to be refined, to do its synthetic data generation, reinforcement learning, AI feedback, such and such. And so it's the digital twin of the AI. These 3 computers are going to be working interactively. NVIDIA's strategy for the industrial world, and we've been talking about this for some time, is this 3-computer system. Instead of a three-body problem, we have a 3-computer solution. And so it's the NVIDIA robotics. So let me give you 3 examples. All right, so the first example is how we apply all of this to industrial digitalization. There are millions of factories, hundreds of thousands of warehouses. That's basically it's the backbone of a $50 trillion manufacturing industry. All of that has to become software defined. All of it has to have automation in the future. And all of it will be infused with robotics. Well, we're partnering with Kion, the world's leading warehouse automation solutions provider, and Accenture, the world's largest professional services provider, and they have a big focus in digital manufacturing, and we're working together to create something that's really special, and I'll show you that in a second. But our go-to-market is essentially the same as all of the other software platforms and all the technology platforms that we have. Through the developers and ecosystem partners, and we have just a growing number of ecosystem partners connecting to Omniverse. And the reason for that is very clear. Everybody wants to digitalize the future of industries. There's so much waste, so much opportunity for automation in that $50 trillion of the world's GDP. So let's take a look at that. This one example that we're doing with Kion and Accenture.
Kion, the supply chain solution company. Accenture, a global leader in professional services, and Nvidia are bringing physical AI to the $1 trillion warehouse and distribution center market. Managing high-performance warehouse logistics involves navigating a complex web of decisions influenced by constantly shifting variables. These include daily and seasonal demand changes, space constraints, workforce availability, and the integration of diverse robotic and automated systems. And predicting operational KPIs of a physical warehouse is nearly impossible today. To tackle these challenges, Kion is adopting Mega, an Nvidia Omniverse blueprint for building industrial digital twins to test and optimize robotic fleets. First, KION's warehouse management solution assigns tasks to the industrial AI brains in the digital twin, such as moving a load from a buffer location to a shuttle storage solution. The robot's brains are in a simulation of a physical warehouse, digitalized into Omniverse using OpenUSD connectors to aggregate CAD, video and image to 3D, LiDAR to point cloud, and AI-generated data. The fleet of robots execute tasks by perceiving and reasoning about their Omniverse digital twin environment, planning their next motion and acting. The robot brains can see the resulting state through sensor simulations and decide their next action. The loop continues while Mega precisely tracks the state of everything in the digital twin. Now, KION can simulate infinite scenarios at scale while measuring operational KPIs, such as throughput, efficiency, and utilization, all before deploying changes to the physical warehouse. Together with Nvidia, KION and Accenture are reinventing industrial autonomy.
In the future, that's incredible. Everything is in simulation. In the future, every factory will have a digital twin. And that digital twin operates exactly like the real factory. And in fact, you could use Omniverse with Cosmos to generate a whole bunch of future scenarios, and you pick, then an AI decides which one of the scenarios are the most optimal for whatever KPIs, and that becomes the programming constraints, the program, if you will, the AIs that will be deployed into the real factories. The next example, autonomous vehicles. The AV revolution has arrived. After so many years, with Waymo's success and Tesla's success, it is very, very clear autonomous vehicles has finally arrived. Well, our offering to this industry is the three computers: the training systems to train the AIs, the simulation systems, and the synthetic data generation systems, Omniverse and now Cosmos, and also the computer that's inside the car. Each car company might work with us in a different way, use one or two or three of the computers. We're working with just about every major car company around the world. Waymo and Zoox and Tesla, of course, in their data center. BYD, the largest EV company in the world. JLR's got a really cool car coming. Mercedes has a fleet of cars coming with Nvidia starting this year, going to production. And I'm super, super pleased to announce that today, Toyota and Nvidia are going to partner together to create their next generation AVs. Just so many cool companies. Lucid and Rivian and Xiaomi and, of course, Volvo, just so many different companies. Wabi is building self-driving trucks. Aurora, we announced this week also that Aurora is going to use Nvidia to build self-driving trucks. Autonomous, 100 million cars built each year, a billion cars, vehicles on the road all over the world, 1 trillion miles that are driven around the world each year. That's all going to be either highly autonomous or, fully autonomous coming up. And so this is going to be a very large industry. I predict that this will likely be the first multi-trillion-dollar robotics industry. This business for us, notice in just a few of these cars that are starting to ramp into the world, our business is already $4 billion, and this year probably on a run rate of about $5 billion. So really significant business already. This is going to be very large. Well, today we're announcing that our next generation processor for the car, our next generation computer for the car, is called Thor. I have one right here. Hang on a second. Okay, this is Thor. This is Thor. This is a robotics computer. This is a robotics computer. It takes sensors and just a madness amount of sensor information, process it, umpteen cameras, high resolution, radars, LiDARs, they're all coming into this chip. And this chip has to process all that sensor, turn them into tokens, put them into a transformer, and predict the next path. And this AV computer is now in full production. Thor is 20 times the processing capability of our last generation Orin, which is really the standard of autonomous vehicles today. And so this is just really quite incredible. Thor is in full production. This robotics processor, by the way, also goes into a full robot. And so it could be an AMR, it could be a humanoid robot, it could be the brain, it could be the manipulator. This processor basically is a universal robotics computer. The second part of our drive system that I'm incredibly proud of is the dedication to safety. Drive OS, I'm pleased to announce, is now the first software-defined programmable AI computer that has been certified up to ASIL D, which is the highest standard of functional safety for automobiles. The only and the highest. And so I'm really, really proud of this. ASIL D, ISO 26262. It is the work of some 15,000 engineering years. This is just extraordinary work. And as a result of that, CUDA is now a functional, safe computer. And so if you're building a robot, Nvidia CUDA, yeah.
La 4080 es como, la 5080 es como tener dos 4080.
Okay, so now I told you I was going to show you what would we use Omniverse and Cosmos to do in the context of self-driving cars. And today, instead of showing you a whole bunch of videos of cars driving on the road, I'll show you some of that too. But I want to show you how we use the car to reconstruct digital twins automatically using AI and use that capability to train future AI models. Okay, let's play it.
The autonomous vehicle revolution is here. Building autonomous vehicles, like all robots, requires 3 computers: Nvidia Dgx to train AI models, Omniverse to test drive and generate synthetic data, and Drive AGX, a supercomputer in the car. Building safe autonomous vehicles means addressing edge scenarios, but real-world data is limited, so synthetic data is essential for training. The Autonomous Vehicle Data Factory, powered by Nvidia Omniverse, AI models, and Cosmos, generates synthetic driving scenarios that enhance training data by orders of magnitude. First, OmniMap fuses map and geospatial data to construct drivable 3D environments. Driving scenario variations can be generated from replayed drive logs or AI traffic generators. Next, a neural reconstruction engine uses autonomous vehicle sensor logs to create high-fidelity 4D simulation environments. It replays previous drives in 3D and generates scenario variations to amplify training data. Finally, Edify 3DS automatically searches through existing asset libraries or generates new assets to create sim-ready scenes. The Omniverse scenarios are used to condition Cosmos to generate massive amounts of photorealistic data, reducing the sim-to-real gap. And with text prompts, generate near infinite variations of the driving scenario. With Cosmos Nemotron Video Search, the massively scaled synthetic dataset, combined with recorded drives, can be curated to train models. NVIDIA's AI Data Factory scales hundreds of drives into billions of effective miles, setting the standard for safe and advanced autonomous driving.
Isn't that incredible? We take thousands of drives and turn them into billions of miles. We are going to have mountains of training data for autonomous vehicles. Of course, we still need actual cars on the road. Of course, we will continuously collect data for as long as we shall live. However, synthetic data generation using this multiverse, physically based, physically grounded capability so that we generate data for training AIs that are physically grounded and accurate and plausible so that we can have an enormous amount of data to train with. The AV industry is here. This is an incredibly exciting time. Super excited about the next several years. I think you're going to see, just as computer graphics was revolutionized such incredible pace, you're going to see the pace of AV development increasing tremendously over the next several years. I think the next part is robotics. So humanoid robots, my friends. The ChatGPT moment for general robotics is just around the corner. And in fact, all of the enabling technologies that I've been talking about is going to make it possible for us in the next several years to see very rapid breakthroughs, surprising breakthroughs in general robotics. Now, the reason why general robotics is so important is whereas robots with tracks and wheels require special environments to accommodate them, there are three robots in the world that we can make that require no green fields. Brownfield adaptation is perfect. If we could possibly build these amazing robots, we could deploy them in exactly the world that we've built for ourselves. These three robots are, one, agentic robots and agentic AI, because they're information workers. So long as they could accommodate the computers that we have in our offices, it's going to be great. Number two, self-driving cars. And the reason for that is we spent 100+ years building roads and cities. And then number three, humanoid robots. If we have the technology to solve these three, this will be the largest technology industry the world's ever seen. And so we think that the robotics era is just around the corner. The critical capability is how to train these robots. In the case of humanoid robots, the imitation information is rather hard to collect. And the reason for that is, in the case of car, you just drive it. We're driving cars all the time. In the case of these humanoid robots, the imitation information, the human demonstration is rather laborious to do. And so we need to come up with a clever way to take hundreds of demonstrations, thousands of human demonstrations, and somehow use artificial intelligence and omniverse to synthetically generate millions of synthetically generated motions. And from those motions, the AI can learn how to perform a task. Let me show you how that's done.
Developers around the world are building the next wave of physical, AI-embodied robots, humanoids. Developing general-purpose robot models requires massive amounts of real-world data, which is costly to capture and curate. Nvidia Isaac GR00T helps tackle these challenges, providing humanoid robot developers with four things: robot foundation models, data pipelines, simulation frameworks, and a Thor robotics computer. The Nvidia Isaac GR00T Blueprint for synthetic motion generation is a simulation workflow for imitation learning, enabling developers to generate exponentially large data sets from a small number of human demonstrations. First, GR00T Teleop enables skilled human workers to portal into a digital twin of their robot using the Apple Vision Pro. This means operators can capture data even without a physical robot, and they can operate the robot in a risk-free environment, eliminating the chance of physical damage or wear and tear. To teach a robot a single task, operators capture motion trajectories through a handful of teleoperated demonstrations, then use GR00T Mimic to multiply these trajectories into a much larger dataset. Next, they use GR00T Gen, built on Omniverse and Cosmos, for domain randomization and 3D to real upscaling, generating an exponentially larger data set. The Omniverse and Cosmos Multiverse Simulation Engine provides a massively scaled data set to train the robot policy. Once the policy is trained, developers can perform software-in-the-loop testing and validation in Isaac Sim before deploying to the real robot. The age of general robotics is arriving, powered by Nvidia Isaac Groot.
We're going to have mountains of data to train robots with. Nvidia Isaac Groot. Nvidia Isaac Groot. This is our platform to provide technology elements to the robotics industry to accelerate the development of general robotics. And, well, I have one more thing that I want to show you. None of this would be possible if not for this incredible project that we started about a decade ago. Inside the company was called Project Digits, Deep Learning GPU Intelligence Training System. Digits. Well, before we launched it, I shrunk it to DGX. And to harmonize it with RTX, AGX, OVX, and all of the other X's that we have in the company. And it really revolutionized, DGX1 really revolutionized. Where's DGX1?
Mira, David,
DGX1 revolutionized artificial intelligence. The reason why we built it was because we wanted to make it possible for researchers and startups to have an out-of-the-box AI supercomputer. Imagine the way supercomputers were built in the past. You really have to build your own facility, and you have to go build your own infrastructure and really engineer it into existence. And so we created a supercomputer for AI development for researchers and startups that comes literally one out of the box. I delivered the first one to a startup company in 2016 called OpenAI, and Elon was there, and Ilya Sutskever was there, and many of NVIDIA engineers were there, and we celebrated the arrival of DGX1, and obviously it revolutionized artificial intelligence and computing. But now artificial intelligence is everywhere. It's not just in researchers and startup labs. You know, we want artificial intelligence, as I mentioned in the beginning of our talk. This is now the new way of doing computing. This is the new way of doing software. Every software engineer, every engineer, every creative artist, everybody who uses computers today as a tool will need an AI supercomputer. And so I just wish that DGX1 was smaller. And you know, so you know, imagine, ladies and gentlemen, our this is NVIDIA's latest AI supercomputer.
Super. Sí, es una mini.
And it's finally called Project Digits right now. And if you have a good name for it, reach out to us. Here's the amazing thing. This is an AI supercomputer. It runs the entire NVIDIA AI stack.
Es una supercomputadora.
All of NVIDIA's software runs on this. DGX Cloud runs on this. This sits, well, somewhere, and it's wireless or, you know, connected to your computer. It's even a workstation if you like it to be. And you could access it, you could reach it like a cloud supercomputer. And NVIDIA's AI works on it. And it's based on a super secret chip that we've been working on called GB110, the smallest Grace Blackwell that we make. And I have, well, you know what? Let's show everybody inside. It's just so cute. And this is the chip that's inside. It is in production. This top secret chip we did in collaboration. The CPU, the gray CPU, is built for Nvidia in collaboration with MediaTek. They're the world's leading SoC company, and they worked with us to build this CPU SoC, and connect it with chip-to-chip NVLink to the Blackwell GPU. And this little thing here is in full production. We're expecting this computer to be available around May timeframe. And so it's coming at you. It's just incredible what we could do. And it's just, I think I was trying to figure out, do I need more hands or more pockets? All right, so imagine this is what it looks like. You know, who doesn't want one of those? And if you use PC, Mac, you know, anything, because you know, it's a cloud platform. It's a cloud computing platform that sits on your desk. You could also use it as a Linux workstation if you like. If you would like to have double digits, this is what it looks like. You know, and you connect it together with ConnectX, and it has nickel, GPU Direct, all of that out of the box. It's like a supercomputer. Our entire supercomputing stack is available. And so, NVIDIA Project Digits. Okay. Well, let me tell you what I told you. I told you that we are in production with 3 new Blackwells. Not only is the Grace Blackwell supercomputers, NVLink 72s, in production all over the world, we now have 3 new Blackwell systems in production. One amazing AI world foundation model, the world's first physical AI foundation model. It's open, available to activate the world's industries of robotics and such, and 3 robots. 3 robots. We're working on Agentic AI, humanoid robots, and self-driving cars. It's been an incredible year. I want to thank all of you for your partnership. Thank all of you for coming. I made you a short video to reflect on last year and look forward to the next year. Play, please.
Ya, está bien. Está bien las fechas. 30 de enero, 50, 90. Sí puse fecha, ¿no? Estaba pensando una 4070 Ti Super, pero algo me decía que me espere. Esas gráficas van a salir todavía para febrero o marzo. Quiero ver fotos de las gráficas oficiales. Yo las tengo subidas en mi Facebook. No lo subo. sabe, papi.
Have a great CES, everybody. Happy New Year. Thank you.
A ti, mi king. Chao, papito lindo. Ya, chicos. Si quieren ver acá las gráficas, acá están. Estas son las gráficas. Acá les tengo. Para jugar GTA 120 FPS, acabó. Así es, mi king, acabó. Miren, chicos, pero acá tengo las gráficas. Acá está PIN and Y, acá está SOTAC, acá está MSI. Esta de acá es Galax. Acá tenemos a Gigabyte. Acá tenemos a Asus TUF Gaming, la línea gaming, y estas son marcas chinas. Este es Pan Rock, esta de acá. Es una marca también que está acá, pero estas dos marcas ya son desconocidas. Game Rock. Ah, sí, son la misma familia. Pali, Pin and Y. Sí, estas de acá. Estas cuatro. Y acá está. Pero ahorita estoy, lo bueno es que va a bajar la gente 7 estrellas. Toca upgrade. Se ha puesto Lofi. Yo en un rato juego otra vez.
And LG Ally devices, delivering top-notch graphics in a portable form factor, but we didn't want to stop there. Not only are we incorporating a powerful GeForce RTX 5090
acá está, no se vayan, ¿Cuál es la roca? Acá estamos, vamos a la roca.
Featuring a next-gen Intel
la puta.
powerhouse for the latest PC is ready to elevate your gaming experience, motherboards and graphic cards. So you know exactly what to expect from a PC built by us. But this isn't just a collection of components. This is a full system that we have carefully crafted for optimal performance. We validated each part the best desktop gaming PC on the market. Ryzen 7 9800 X3D processor, and another featuring a next-gen Intel Core Ultra 9 CPU, all the latest games for graphic cards,
tipo PC era mejor. Es gusto, papu. Gente, ahora sí me gusta. La verdad que nunca me gustó el modelo de la serie 4000. La verdad, mi gentecita. Hay que ser sincero. No hay que ser falso. No me llama la atención.
80 amp MOSFET thanks to reverse rotation and 0 decibel technology. The fans automatically stop spinning when the GPU is cool, ensuring silent operating during the light test and optimal performance during the game. We have also included plenty of high-speed RAM, despite DDR5 default speed of 4800 MHz. Our system can easily reach speed of up to 6000 MHz thanks to AMP2 unlocking unparalleled performance for gamers and creators alike. To keep all these powerful components cool, we have implemented a quad-fan cooling system for the chassis. Each case fan on the G700 delivers a maximum airflow of 65 cubic feet per minute, arranged in an optimized configuration for a sweep path of the airflow through the chassis. As the air moves from front to back, it provides ample coverage, targeting key areas like the CPU, GPU, power supply, and storage. Each system fan features a self-lubricating loop dynamic bearing, ensuring a lifespan of up to 160,000 hours. Additionally, we have added 3 dust filters on the intake vents to keep the interior clean and temperature low. Users also have the option for either an air cooler on the CPU or an all-in-one liquid cooling loop, complemented by heatsink on the RAM modules. The dark glass.
And with that comes power to push the limits and high-grade cooling. And at ROG, we're driven by a deep desire to push the limits.
Uf. Y al mismo puerto de miércoles. Asus Republic of Gamers. Ya acá está. Tenemos que mostrar estas cositas, muchachos. No, amigo. Ya te tengo que tomar foto para ponerlo. Ya está. No, sí está guapa. Sí me gusta. La generación pasada de la 3000 también me gustó. ¡Miércoles! ¡Va a tener un ventilador atrás! ¡Habla bien! Uf. Chamare. ¿Esa es la cámara de vapor? ¿Todo va a tener cámara de vapor? Todos tendrán cámara de vapor.
20% more cooling performance than our previous 3-fan design, allowing for higher overclocking potential while maintaining lower noise levels. In addition, by using premium 80 amp MOSFETs, we provide 35% more power delivery headroom than the standard design, empowering ROG Astro cards to handle the most power-hungry GPU loads. We've also upgraded to a phase change thermal pad on the GPU.
Un thermal pad, a ver. ¿Se puede traducir esta mierda?
To ensure optimal heat transfer to our patented vapor chamber. Our optimized fin spacing on the heatsink ensures that heat is distributed more evenly for optimal dissipation across the entire card. The ROG Astro series represent a significant leap forward in cooling technology to achieve maximum performance from these next-generation GPUs. Powered by RTX, DLSS, and Nvidia's other AI-powered technologies to help you make the absolute most of your gaming experience. And when combined with an ROG PSU delivery...
Habla bien, 1600 watts, mi king. Enchufe directo, pe. Más fácil. La verdad, pe. Enchufe directo no puede ser. Digo, ¿no? Ya, ¿para qué? Si me lo pone difícil, ya, ¿para qué es más difícil, güey? Gráfica. Astral. Rock Astral se llama. Rock Strix. Rock Matrix. Rock Matrix es la que tenemos actualmente.
Stable GPU first power, you'll be ready for whatever the battlefield throws at you. Plus, every GeForce RTX 50 series card also comes with a copy of our Muse Street software, which allows you to generate images using AI for effortless content creation. In addition to ROG Astro air cooling model, we will also be showcasing ROG Astro liquid cooling model, ROG Strix, Top Gaming, and Asus Prime graphics card at CES 2025. Next, I'm going to pass it over to Daniel, who will tell you all about our next generation desktop PCs.
Next, let's talk about desktop PCs. We love experimenting and innovating with different desktop form factors, from beastly full tower like the G35 to ultra compact design like the G22. This year, we are moving our desktop lineup to something even more powerful and more modern. Introducing the ROG G700, a true powerhouse in gaming. This 58-liter desktop system is designed for those who demand nothing less than mammoth performance. With the latest chip from Nvidia, Intel, and AMD, this desktop PC is ready to elevate your gaming experience to new heights. Asus made its name on PC components like motherboards and graphic cards, so you know exactly what to expect from a PC built by us. But this isn't just a collection of components. This is a full system that we have carefully crafted for optimal performance. We validated each part ourselves and have run the machine through our full battery of rigorous quality tests. So you know you are getting the best desktop gaming PC on the market. The G700s offer two configurations, one with the AMD Ryzen 7 9800 X3D processor, and another featuring a next-gen Intel Core Ultra 9 CPU. Both models are designed to provide outstanding performance in all the latest games. The G700 comes equipped with an ROG Astro graphic card carrying one of Nvidia next-gen GPUs. As we saw earlier, our latest top-end graphic card series features a full-fan configuration and 80 amp MOSFET thanks to reverse rotation and 0 decibel technology. The fans automatically stop spinning when the GPU is cool, ensuring silent operating during the light task and optimal performance during the gaming. We have also included plenty of high-speed RAM. Despite DDR5's default speed of 4800 MHz, our system can easily reach speed of up to 6000 MHz thanks to AEMP2 unlocking unparalleled performance for gamers and creators alike. To keep all these powerful components cool, we have implemented a quad-fan cooling system for the chassis. Each case fan on the G700 delivers a maximum airflow of 65 cubic feet per minute, arranged in an optimized configuration for a sweep path of the airflow through the chassis. As the air moves from front to back, it provides ample coverage, targeting key areas like the CPU, GPU, power supply, and storage. Each system fan features a self-lubricating loop dynamic bearing, ensuring a lifespan of up to 160,000 hours. Additionally, we have added 3 dust filters on the intake fans to keep the interior clean and temperature low. Users also have the option for either an air cooler on the CPU or an all-in-one liquid cooling loop, complemented by heatsink on the RAM modules. The dark glass panel gives a smoky hue to the chassis while offering a crystal clear view of the internals. RGB lights are strategically placed across the inside to create stunning effects. You can easily remove these panels and dust filter without any tools, making it simple to maintain your machine, especially with standard-sized components that can be easily swapped for off-the-shelf upgrades. Plus, with all ASUS parts, you gain full control over the tuning performance of your system through our Armory Crate software. Not to mention, you can achieve full synchronization of all your RGB lighting with Aura Sync, creating a stunning visual experience. The ROG G700 will be available for sale later this year in a number of configurations to match the needs of any gamer. Next, let's welcome Erica to reveal the brand new ROG NUC.
Hi gamers, get ready to customize your dream setup with the ROG NUC gaming mini PC, the ultimate combination of power and precision in a compact chassis. Embodying the ROG for those who dare spirit, this is the world's first mini PC under 3 liters featuring the latest Intel Core Ultra 9 processor and next-gen Nvidia RTX graphics. Immerse yourself in unparalleled gaming with higher frame rates and stunning visuals without interruption of loud fan noise, driven by advanced cooling with 3 powerful fans and dual vapor chambers to provide superior cooling and effective ventilation. Thanks to its intelligent thermal management service, which automatically adjusts fan speeds based on real-time temperature and workflow, you can enjoy the freedom of gaming without limits. Blending style and functionality, the 3-liter chassis is crafted from premium materials featuring a sleek, fluid line design that enhances airflow while elevating your gaming setup. And with Intel Wi-Fi 7 and Bluetooth 5.4, your connection is as powerful as your setup. With speeds up to 46 gigabits per second, our GNUC 2025 is perfect for multitasking across devices. Always catering to gamers' demands, our GNUC enables quick and tool-free access to memory and storage. Press on the thumb screw located on the cover of our GNUC to easily upgrade to DDR5 6400 MHz. With increased capacity, you can play open-world games much faster even in complex environments. And with versatile I/O, including 6 USB ports, 2 Thunderbolts, and 2 HDMI, you can connect everything from multiple displays to peripherals, like the ROG Raikiri Pro Controller. The new ROG NUC isn't just for gaming. With advanced AI, stunning graphics, and a compact design, it's perfect for gamers, creators, and streamers alike, delivering powerhouse performance in a portable form. So get ready to level up with the ROG NUC 2025. Next, let's welcome May to review the latest ROG gaming monitor.
Hi gamers, I'm May. We know you've been eagerly anticipating the latest 50 series GPUs. These upgrade components are set to redefine gaming performance. But to truly unlock their potential, you'll need a monitor that can keep up. So, without further ado, I'm here to introduce our new ROG Swift OLED PG270 UCDM, the world's first 27-inch 4K OLED gaming monitor. This monitor features the latest 4th Gen QD OLED technology, offering an impressive 160 ppi pixel density for incredibly sharp image and text. Our innovative OLED anti-flicker 2.0 technology minimizes on-screen flicker through a luminance compensation algorithm, which instantly enhances brightness during refresh rate fluctuations. This results in up to 20% less flicker than previous generation panels, ensuring more uniform visuals without sacrificing input lag or refresh rates, making it perfectly suited to harness the full potential of the latest GPUs. With a 240Hz refresh rate and an astonishing 0.03 millisecond response time, the PG27 ensures that every action is fluid and precise. It supports Dolby Vision, offering a wider range of HDR formats for your content. To ensure seamless compatibility with your next-gen GPU, the PG27 is equipped with DisplayPort 2.1 USB R20, offering a full 80 gigabits bandwidth without compression, and USB-C with 90-watt power delivery, giving it the versatility to adapt to different gaming setups. At ROG, we are committed to prolonging the lifespan of our OLED displays. Beyond a passive custom heatsink, internal airflow design, and a 3-year warranty, we'd like to introduce you to the new OLED Care Pro technology. OLED Care Pro includes a neo proximity sensor that precisely detects your distance from the monitor. When you step away, the monitor transitions to a black image to protect against burning and instantly restores your screen content when you return. You can customize the detection distance to fit your daily use, ensuring maximum convenience and protection. To wrap things up, this amazing 27-inch 4K 240Hz gaming monitor features the latest Gen QD OLED technology, OLED Care Pro, and DisplayPort 2.1 for uncompressed video performance. PG27 UCDM is engineered to fully leverage the power of the new 50 series graphics cards to elevate your gaming experiences to the next level. The innovation doesn't stop here. Let's unlock the future of gaming laptops and see where ambitions take us next.
At the heart of ROG is the drive for speeds. We're always pushing the limits to create cutting-edge technology for those who dare. With the latest technology from Nvidia, Intel, and AMD, the ROG Lab has been on a wild ride, crafting some mind-blowing new gaming laptops. We are thrilled to share the incredible range of form factors and designs with you. Whether you are seeking extreme power for intense gaming sessions, or the ultimate portability for gaming on the move, you will find them today. Get ready to unleash the unparalleled performance. Our Zephyr series is loved by the gamers across the world for its ultra-portable form factor and amazing performance. We are proud to say that once again, the 2025 ROG Zephyrus G14 is the world's most powerful 14-inch gaming laptop. with Nvidia GeForce RTX 5080 laptop GPU in an incredibly thin chassis. High-quality visuals are essential for both gamers and creators. The Zephyr series features breathtaking ROG Nebula display with an OLED panel and G-Sync support. Its fast, bright, vivid, and high-fidelity resolution deliver unparalleled gaming visuals. It stands as the most stunning display ever seen on a gaming laptop. We are pushing performance to new heights with Zephyr's G16, powered by the fastest Nvidia GeForce RTX 5090 laptop GPU, all packed into an ultra-slim chassis. With ROG intelligent cooling, G16 features a Tailor vapor chamber, liquid metal on CPU, and arc flow fans to keep temperatures in check. We have also optimized the keyboard module to enhance airflow, ensuring reduced fan noise and peak performance, even during intense gaming sessions with latest GPU. Packing this performance silicon in our ultra-slim CNC aluminum chassis was no easy task. Get ready for an immersive gaming experience with best-in-class 6 speakers audio and stunning ROG Nebula OLED display. Next, we are thrilled to introduce the new ROG XG Mobile, our game-changing external GPU. In the past, the ROG XG Mobile was the secret sauce powering our ROG Flow and ROG Ally devices, delivering top-notch graphics in a portable form factor, but we didn't want to stop there. Not only are we incorporating a powerful GeForce RTX 5090 GPU into the new XG Mobile, but we have completely redesigned the product from ground up, with better cooling, more advanced power delivery, and wider compatibility. This is the 2025 ROG XG Mobile. We believe that such great performance should not be limited to certain products, like ROG Flow and ROG Ally. It should connect to any laptop or handheld you want. So for the new ROG XG Mobile, we have replaced the PCIe connector with Thunderbolt 5. As long as you have a device with Thunderbolt 5, Thunderbolt 4, or USB port, you can connect the XG Mobile and experience the incredible performance of the fastest GPU available today. And Thunderbolt 5 provides wider compatibility with a total bandwidth of 80 gigabits per second. That means you can take better advantage of the next generation GPU for an incredible gaming experience. Connect the XG Mobile to your laptop with an external monitor and you will have a full battle station ready for gaming or creation, surpassing what your laptop alone can handle. Whether you are using previous generation ROG laptop or laptop with integrated graphics, the ROG XG Mobile is ready to supercharge your system the moment you plug it in. This incredible performance comes in an extremely compact package. While most external graphics cards live in desktop enclosure, the XG Mobile is about the size of a hardcover novel. In fact, the new design is even smaller and lighter than the last generation, meaning you can easily carry it with you anywhere. We even redesigned the hinge and introduced a new stand, allowing for various positions and safe space to adapt to a wider range of environments. We designed the front cover a semi-transparent panel that not only reflects our commitments to push boundaries, but also showcase the beautiful internals of the XG Mobile. We didn't just facelift the outside, we also overhauled the internals of better power delivery. By replacing the diodes with MOSFETs, we were able to improve the power efficiency. This not only allowed us to shrink the size of power supply, but we could also switch materials. We now use aluminum instead of copper, which reduces the weight. We optimized the design of vapor chamber and heatsink fins, ensuring they deliver the same impressive performance despite the size reduction. And by rearranging the fan placements and moving the air intake to the rear sides, we were able to keep XG Mobile quieter than ever. The ROG logo is now fully RGB, allowing you to coordinate XG Mobile's lighting with other Aura Sync devices. This 2025 XG Mobile is almost 200 grams lighter, yet it's the most powerful external GPU. With one cable, you can supercharge capabilities of all your devices, whether you are gaming on the go or doing creative work at home. Ever since its inception in 2016, the ROG Strix family of laptops was created with the needs of gamers in mind. This motivation still drives us every day. The Strix lineup stands out with its next-level style and personalization. Strix is fast,
with ultra-high refresh display and top-tier silicons. This year, that's including the latest Intel Core Ultra 9 processor and AMD Ryzen 9 HX series processor. Leading the charge is the top-of-the-line Ryzen 9 X3D processors, the fastest gaming CPU ever seen in a laptop, delivering the unparalleled performance. All of our new ROG Strix laptops will be available with the fastest Nvidia GeForce RTX 5090 laptop GPU. We have packed all this amazing performance into a design that is incredibly calculated. From the curves of the chassis to the vapor chamber underneath, this is the pinnacle of gaming laptop technology. And it was all inspired by the gaming community. Each generation, our only focus is how can we create best gaming experiences possible? The Strix lineup embodies this concept at its core. ROG Strix laptops have been enjoyed by gamers throughout the world. People love their high performance and durable design. Gamers constantly tell us how beautiful the Nebula HDR display looks. And with new chips ready to raise the game, we decided it was time to fully redesign this iconic lineup. One that keeps the Strix legacy intact while pushing the limits even further. Inspired by the adrenaline-filled world of race cars, we have crafted the new ROG Strix to embody pure speed and precision. With smooth and rounded edges, the design is streamlined, just like high-performance vehicle engineered for ultimate aerodynamics. We have meticulously minimized visible seams, narrowing the gap between the lid and hinge to create a sleek, unified form. Even the vents on the undersides are shaped to convey sweep motion, giving the entire machine a dynamic aesthetic that's both powerful and elegant. This racing spirit flows into our RGB lighting as well. The ROG Strix features a full surround RGB light bar that wraps around the entire bottom of the chassis, creating a mesmerizing glow that mirrors the infinite loop of racetrack. It's not just illumination. It's a statement, an expression of style and speed that immerse you in the game before you even power it on. Designed to be the centerpiece of your setup, the ROG Strix strikes the perfect balance between bold style and uncompromising performance. That's why we have brought Anime Vision lighting to the ROG Strix Scar Edition. This innovative feature shines LED through the signature slash, allowing you to customize lighting effects to express your unique style, all while showcasing the iconic RGB logo. With the new ROG Strix, you are not just playing the game, you are living it. Feel the rush of victory, the thrill of competition, and the uncompromised power that propels you towards greatness. It's more than a laptop. It's your ultimate partner on the quest for glory. While these effects are fun for gaming sessions, you may want a more subtle, sophisticated look when you are in the class or at the office. So our stealth mode turns all lights off, revealing a polished layer of black chromium plating under the logo for an ultra-sleek appearance. We have noticed that gamers are choosing to upgrade, customize, and improve their hardware more than ever. In this new design, we look for ways to make that experience even better. The all-new ROG Strix series features the first ever toolless design on a gaming laptop, allowing gamers to easily open the machine with no screwdrivers necessary. Just slide the lever and pull downwards to reveal all the components you might want to upgrade. Want to add more RAM? Both DDR5 memory sticks are easily accessible for replacements. Need more storage for all your games? A second SSD slot is right there for you to pop in another drive. Our Q-Latch design is screwless, allowing you to easily release and secure your SSD. The whole process only takes a few seconds, like a pit crew preparing the car for another loop around the track. Speaking of the internals, we have also redesigned the thermal system for these new machines. Remember, that AV gaming laptop with the next-gen silicon is created equal. A laptop that supports higher wattages gives you the better performance. Even if they use the same CPU and GPU, our thermal solution allows us to crank the total power to 240 watts with less noise. To accomplish this, our new Strix model takes in fresh air from the bottom and the side of the laptop, as well as through the keyboard. The air is then exhausted out the back, meaning no more heat blowing out to the side and onto your hands. ROG laptops use Thermal Grizzly's cutting-edge Contacto extreme liquid metal, which offers 17 times better heat conductivity than traditional thermal paste. This reduces CPU and GPU temperature by up to 15 degrees. Our new vapor chamber is the crown jewel of this thermal solution. To maximize contact and direct heat away from the silicon, we use a new layer design that extends all the way to the rear of the laptop. We sandwich the vapor chamber between the top and bottom heatsink for better dissipation. The result is more compact, lighter in weight, and reduced noises. We combine all this innovation with our arc flow fans and dust filters on the intake, which keeps your cooling systems running in top shape for years to come. This is the best laptop thermal systems we have ever created. And our engineering team put their heart and soul into every inch of this machine. It's not just about excellent performance, it's about going above and beyond the competition. With the best all-around gaming experience, we are raising the bar of ROG Nebula HDR, increasing peak brightness to 1200 nits on the mini LED panel for an even more detailed HDR and adding an ambient contrast ratio filter. This layer of film reduces reflection by 55%, which in turn allows the display to have up to 4.5 times deeper contrast. So when you wake up in the morning, ready for an all-day gaming marathon, the image will stay punchy and vivid, from dusk to dawn. A second layer of film improves the viewing angle for a 180-degree ultra-clear view. Even if multiple people are watching video content on one laptop, everyone gets immersed from every direction. This machine doesn't just perform at a high level. It draws you into every visuals with realistic color as if you were right in the middle of the action. Beyond performance and immersion, we continue to optimize the everyday experience. Many gamers ask for full HD webcam on the Strix series, so we made it happen with full infrared support for Windows Hello. You can log into your machine instantly. We also increased the size of touchpad by 36%, giving you more room for precise cursor travel across the screen. It's a perfect match for the large keyboard, which remains comfortable to type on and comes with per key RGB on the most performant model. We even redesigned the way the laptop opens and closes. The angle of the opening edge is now easier to grip, and we added magnets to make it more secure and satisfying to shot. We redesigned every inch of this machine to make it better, securing its place as a true king of gaming laptops. For the best immersion in games, you need to have the best gear, and in 2025, that means ROG Strix. Unleash the ultimate power with the ROG Strix Scar, a machine engineered for those who demand perfection. Experience unrivaled performance with the fastest processor and cutting-edge GPUs, delivering blistering speeds from the silicon up. Every element from lighting fast memory and storage to ultra-responsive Wi-Fi 7 propel you ahead of the competition. Dive into your games with the best ROG Nebula HDR with ambient contrast ratio. Make a bold, personalized statement with anime vision, and fully customized RGB lighting. Designed with the future in mind, the Scar offers easy upgrades, so your rig can evolve with you. The ROG Strix Scar isn't just a laptop, it's your ultimate weapon, your statement of intent, and your gateway to victory. Elevate your games, ignite your passion, dominate with ROG Strix Scar. We will also be offering redesigned versions of our Strix G16 and G18. Immerse yourself in exceptional audio and ROG Nebula display that brings every game to life. Go with Eclipse Gray for a shadowy look, or Volt Green to show off your style. Go with Eclipse Gray for a shadowy look, or
90 watts de carga. PCI Express 2 terabytes, con 2 terabytes. 32 gigas.
Volt Green to show off your style. For thrill seekers, with massive CPU power for high frame rate gaming, the AMD version of ROG Strix G16 and G18 features the latest 16-core AMD Ryzen 9 X3D processors. Computing power has always been about choice. Choose between raw strength or portability, but now there's no need to choose. What if freedom and power could unite into an incredibly versatile machine? Introducing the future of computing, a revolutionary unified memory architecture shared between a CPU, GPU, and NPU. Dynamic power shifting, high bandwidth harmony, no compromises, just pure, unadulterated performance, transforming the legacy of bulk into the future of agility. This isn't just an upgrade, it's a revolution. This is the new ROG Flow Z13, the world's most powerful gaming tablets. Embodying the spirit of formless, the shapeless, this device exemplifies ultimate versatility, effortlessly adapting to your needs and flowing seamlessly from one task to another. The ROG Flow series captures the essence of infinite space, pushing the limits of imagination in search of the unknown. We built an entirely new chassis board with a larger window into the heart of the machine, so you can admire the beauty of the internals. But today, we are going to take a full look inside. The journey begins with reinventing the traditional laptop paradigm. On most gaming laptops, you will find separate CPU and GPU, which offers excellent performance but requires lots of power running independently to two separate processors. We work closely with AMD to develop a brand new ultra-powerful chiplet-based processor, Ryzen AI Max. In the new Flow Z13, Ryzen AI Max combines desktop-class CPU and RDNA 3.5 GPU and a dedicated NPU. This makes massive power and incredible efficiency possible at the same time. With quad-channel unified memory, the system adapts to the task at hand. The ultra-high-speed 8,000 MHz
and make the blacks look a little bit blacker. And the
¿MSI no sale? ¿No sale MSI? ¿Dónde está en videos en vivo? Acá está en vivo. En vivo, conferencia. No hay más resultados. Wow, este es inglés. 10 me están viendo. Está bien. Wow. Ya. Vamos a poner nuevas gráficas. Vamos a hacer mi post. Bueno, chicos, creo que ya cierro ya el tema de la transmisión. Ya cierro. Sí, ya cierro, muchachos. Ya acá finalizo stream, pero igual me voy a quedar haciendo el tema del post. Y también me voy a quedar haciendo el tema de lo que es... Cuidado, hijito, que necesito pagar acá el TikTok Studio. 2 horitas. Chau, TikTok. Me quedo en YouTube un ratito. Acá ya estoy haciendo la publicación, chicos. Solamente me falta la portada. Es lo único que me falta. La portada estoy haciendo. Acá les muestro. Esta es la portada, nuevas gráficas. Vamos a ponerlo acá así y vamos a ponerle acá un efecto chévere. Nuevas gráficas. Creo que la letra no va, ¿no? La letra no va para eso. Quiero una letra como 3D. Una letra 3D. Pero para juegos 1080p competitivos sí se va a notar la diferencia, ¿no? ¿En qué, papu? Mira, si tú quieres jugar videojuegos competitivos actualmente con altos FPS, la 4060, escucha bien, La 4060 como mínimo ya está ofreciendo muy buenos resultados. Pero si tú quieres subir en la escala, así gráficos, o sea, 240 hercios estable, así en endgame, en todo, principalmente si hablamos de Fortnite, yo te recomendaría que te vayas por una 4060 Ti o por una 4070 para Full HD, FPS estables, competitivo. Ya con esa cosita ya la haces ya. Con esa locurita sí la haces, mi king. Vamos a cambiar de color. Te toco la mano, pues papi, te toco la mano, te toco la mano. ¿Qué más dicen por acá? Me refiero a las nuevas gráficas de la serie 5000. En la presentación Nvidia solo habla del 4K. O sea, de que se puede jugar en Full HD, se puede jugar, pues. Pero la innovación está en eso, pues, papu. La innovación está en el que vamos a poder desarrollar el tema de juegos en gráficos 4K. Ten en cuenta que ellos compiten con gente que usa tele, porque juegan en Play. No me gusta la miniatura. No, esto no es. RTX 5000. Es que en 4K sí juegan bastantes personas. Hay mucho mercado para los que juegan en 4K. Hay mucho mercado porque ten en cuenta que la mayoría son televisores, pues. Así que si partimos de eso, ya entendemos ya que la mayoría de usuarios juegan en... A ver cómo dice su miniatura acá. Nuevas gráficas. El backplay. Él es Jensen Juan. Jensen Juan. Jensen Juan. Supongo que los juegos competitivos se moverán al menos en 1440p. Puesto que estas nuevas gráficas serán... He visto que la 4070 se va a mover más para 1440p. Y que rinde como una 4090. Pero busteado por la tecnología, pues. No sé si de forma bruta. Que es lo ideal, ¿no? Que sea de forma bruta. Ahí sí, ya campeonamos ya. Ahí sí, ya campeonamos. Ya acá esta foto me gusta. Vamos a quitar el fondo. Porque ya tengo que hacer ya la... Estamos bien. Ya vente un poco más adelante. Y papuchón. A ver, no me acabo de comprar. Me acabo de comprar una 4070 Super y ya salió. Papu, pero lo que pasa es que tú tienes que entender que el precio no va a estar como dice en la fotito. Va a estar a un precio superior. Y nunca desmerites tu compra, papu. Jamás. Jamás se desmeritan esos aspectos. Es una gráfica nueva la que hemos visto. No sabemos con qué problemas va a venir. Que eso es otra cosa aparte. Porque al ser juguete nuevo, tiene obviamente, ¿no? que presentar algunos aspectos, algunos errores. Igual cuando salieron las 4000 series, se quemaban. Y la gente decía, no voy a comprar por esto. Pero normal. A mí sí me han gustado el tema de las nuevas gráficas. Hay bastante... A ver, vamos a poner al medio. Ya está, al medio. Al 50%. Y van a costar mucho, pues, papus. Va a costar mucho. O sea, una opción calidad-precio no va a ser. Y no lo vas a poder acompañar con un procesador de 14. Así quieras. Tienen PCI Express 5.0. Si tú realmente lo quieres aprovechar, tienes que combinarlo con un procesador Ultra o con un procesador Ryzen 9000 para que puedas aprovechar el 5.0. Si tú tienes gráficos integrados, no puedes hacer upgrade a esta serie, pero no lo vas a aprovechar del todo, ya que ese procesador ya tiene limitaciones técnicas ya desde el mismo procesador. O sea, en rendimiento, no sé cómo será respecto al PCI Express 4 a 5, pero de 3 a 4 la diferencia no es mucha en FPS. Así que considere ese aspecto. No consideres que solamente te has comprado la gráfica. Eso solamente es un punto. Considera que tienes que tener todo el ecosistema para poder aprovechar esa gráfica, que es totalmente distinto. Te has comprado tu 4070. Puede que no sea tu caso, pero te lo has comprado con DDR4. Ahí peor, pues. ¿Cómo vas a poder aprovechar una serie 5000 en DDR4, PCI Express 4.0, procesador de 14, 13 o de 12? No, pues tienes que estar en Ultra o en Ryzen 9000 para poder aprovechar esas gráficas. El presupuesto, ¿cuánto puede ser? Ahí está, pues, ¿cuánto puede ser? Así te compras la 4070, la 5070. Ya, pues tienes que tener en cuenta que tienes que tener el Ultra y tienes que tener el 9000 para que pueda hacer el ecosistema, pues. O sea, si alguien te lo arma con los otros procesadores, normal, te lo pueden armar, pero ten en cuenta las limitaciones tecnológicas. Y aparte que esta nueva tecnología está saliendo por algo, pues. No sé cómo ponerle aquí el fondito. No sé cómo poner el fondo. Acá está. Son una banda, el DLSS al 4K se ven 15 píxeles. De 1 serían 16. Moisés Torres. Esas nuevas funciones son para la 5000 y 4000. Van a usar menor memoria con resolución. Sí, eso también es otro punto. Van a usar menor memoria con resolución. Me imagino que debe esperarse un tiempo para comprar las tarjetas de video. Cuando salen nuevas fallan harto. Y cuando el software en juego recién salido, la 4090, claro, pues las 4090 no solamente presentaban problemas, sino que se quemaban. Sí, y este era un problema real. O sea, era un problema latente. Era un problema latente, el cual se te quemaba tu gráfica. Imagínate, se te quema tu inversión. No, pues imposible. Así que tenemos que esperar eso. Tenemos que esperar. Ya, ahora esta sí me gusta un poquito más. Ya, ahora este lo saco para encima. Y acá le doy bisel así. Pero delgadito. La portadita, no más falta la portadita para que vean toda la información detallada, ensambladores, todo. Ya, este me gusta. Ya está. Vamos a darle opacidad un poquito menos. Acá también. Ya está. Vamos a ponerlo acá. Nuevas gráficas. No sé, no me convence. Uy, encima estoy arrastrando al otro. Ya, ellos dos se bloquean. Nuevas gráficas. No, está feo. Nueva función de jugar con IA. El tema de los juegos con IA es más que todo para los desarrolladores de juegos, que van a hacer el tema de poder incluir NPCs, personajes, chats, ya con inteligencia artificial nativo desde la gráfica. O sea, ya potenciado con la tecnología de Nvidia. El CEO de Nvidia con su buena chaqueta de piel de cocodrilo en la presentación. Sí, hermano, tenía su esto. También lo noté, pero dije, pucha. Es que es asiático. Allá es distinto. Allá tienen otras creencias. Hasta allá comen, ya sabes. De allá salió el COVID por alguien que estaba ahí comiendo su ¿cómo se llama? Su murcielaguito. Ya pues, claro. Sí salió comiéndose su nuevas RTX 5000. Vamos a cambiarla acá también. Verdecito y verde, pero sin trazo. Una letra así fachera. Y ahora sí, la subo un poquito más así. Ya, ahora tengo que darle un poco más de color, ¿no? Porque está tirando muy para verde claro. Quiero que tire para un verde oscuro. Y acá hasta que me tira el fondo verde oscuro. Taekwondo todos. La sandía. El jefe tiene la camiseta. Mami, no me busques en Instagram. Búscame en casa. Para ver lo que pasa. Ese cabrón no te abraza. Mami, yo muero por tocarte. Ya, ahora copio esto de acá. ¿Cómo sale la cajita, no? ¿Cómo sale la cajita? La presentación de las 5000. Vi que subiste una historia y pusiste una para mí. Ahí está, RTX. Vamos a poner un poquito de brillito. Así soy. Le pongo una cosa, después le quiero poner otra cosa más. Y nunca acabo. Partículas y explosiones. Humo. Humo para volverlo más dramático. Ahí está. Vamos a meterle un poco de así. Y vamos a meterle varias capas de humo. Por acá también, así. Claro, gente. El clickbait. Y eso que no es miniatura de YouTube. A ver, partículas. Y acá tengo, ya creo. No, esta no cuadra. ¿Dónde está el brillo natural? Acá está el brillo natural. Y acá está. Ya terminamos. Y ahora sí quedó. El gran Jensen pensando en todos como una RTX. Claro. Todas las pruebas se hacían con el titán del gaming. El 79800. Claro, pues. Sí, bastantes han salido. Portada RTX 1. Acá está. Ya, chicos, vamos a publicarlo. Vamos a publicarlo en las redes sociales. Vamos a crear por acá. Vamos a juntar todas las fotos. ¿Hay más fotos? No, ya no hay. Todos esos edité. Todos esos acabo de editar. Vamos a poner la portada. Acá le puedo cambiarlo a la ubicación, felizmente. Portada 1. Nvidia Drive. No, Nvidia Drive es una de estos, ¿no? Vamos a poner acá RTX. Las ensambladoras. Acá está. Vamos a poner esta segunda como para que se vea lo caso. Vamos a ver cómo se ve por teléfono. Por teléfono cómo se ve. El rey del gaming, piénsenlo. Acá está. Laptops. Laptops también detrás de Nvidia Drive. Ahora no veo. A ver, precios RTX, ensambladoras, laptops. Listo. Laptops también que se vaya para acá. 40 precios, ¿dónde están los precios? Precios, acá están los precios. Puta, no le puse el VRAM. Ya, bueno, le pondré ahí al costadito. Ensambladoras, laptops. Y acá está. Ya, así que vaya. Y este aquí, para que la gente chismosee. Precios. Asus ROG Astral. Astral, piénsenlo. Ya hice mi texto. Lanzamiento GeForce 50. Disponibilidad. Enero. Febrero. Y acá está. Modelos disponibles. Acá puedo poner descripción. A ver, creo que sí, ¿no? Establecer hora, fecha. Público. Creo que acá se puede. Editar pie de foto. Texto. No. ¿Dónde era para aplicarle el texto? Chetos. Bueno. Ya está. Ya acá está también el texto. Disponibilidad marzo. Ah, laptops. Claro, la gente también quiere saber de laptops, pero vamos a poner acá laptops, ya que las laptops están poniéndose más interesantes. Duración a su madre. Vi que pusiste una historia. Y pusiste una para mí. Y a ver, acá ya se puso. Ey, atrás. Antes de las laptops. ¿Dónde están las laptops? Y acá está. Marzo. Y acá está. Disponibilidad. Características destacadas. Esta características destacadas. Oye. A ver, características enviadas de licencia, reflex. Nvidia Ace. Donación doble, 8. Shaders. Ya, eso yo no puedo poner. Nada más. Sí, nada más. Hashtag RTX 5090. Agregar. Acá nomás. Nvidia me pone. Nvidia, pues. Nvidia, acá está. Una pregunta, Inazuma. ¿Tú tienes la silla M versus? ¿La silla no se te baja sola? No, hermano. Lo que puede pasar es que se te haya desaflojado la parte de acá, de los laterales. Así que trata de darle una ajustada. Esa sería mi recomendación, mi king. Trata de ver. Tarjeta gráfica. CES, claro. CES 2025, acá está. Asus ROG. Ya está. Publicar. El texto es demasiado largo. No. A ver. A mimir. No, nadie duerme. Ahí reviso. Sí, reviso, hermano. Eso tiene que ser. Tengo que ponerlo así porque si no, no me deja. No me deja. Dice que es mucho. Ya está. Nvidia que no se meta a fabricar procesadores porque se duerme. La verdad que sí. La verdad que sí los duerme. No sé si puedo poner de los carros. No me sale para poner de los carros. Ya está. Publicado, ¿no, gente? Ya está. Oh, mi primer post así, qué bonito. Me demoré un ratito porque es la primera vez. Bueno, me demoré mucho porque lo estaba haciendo mientras también salía. Salía todo a promocionar. No, ¿para qué voy a promocionar esto? Ya, gente, pueden ir a revisarlo en mi Instagram. Oh, miren qué me salió acá.
El modelo del escritorio que él me pidió con sus medidas. Así es como estaba su escritorio. No había espacio destinado para estabilizador ni para cables. Tenía muy poco almacenamiento y muchas cosas por guardar. Llegamos plan del mediodía a su casa para la instalación. Algunos muebles ya estaban armados. Faltaba colocar los cajones y poner el refuerzo para colocar la mesa. Nos tardamos unos... ¿Recuerdan el escritorio gamer que diseñé hace unos días? Pues aceptó el presupuesto para el proyecto y le fabriqué el modelo del escritorio que él me pidió con sus medidas. Así es como estaba su escritorio. No había espacio destinado para estabilizador ni para cables. Tenía muy poco almacenamiento y muchas cosas por guardar. Llegamos plan del mediodía a su casa para la instalación. Algunos muebles ya estaban armados. Faltaba colocar los cajones y poner el refuerzo para colocar la mesa. Nos tardamos unos 15 a 20 minutos más o menos. Aquí estoy rectificando que las medidas estén exactas. Y recuerda que puedes enviarme fotos y medidas de tu escritorio para hacerte un diseño personalizado totalmente gratis. Y así quedó el escritorio ya instalado en su habitación. Y todos quedamos muy satisfechos con el resultado. Quedó tal cual el render. 3 cajones a cada lado para un mejor almacenamiento y sin olvidarnos de las luces RGB para darle un toque gamer. En la parte trasera tiene un espacio destinado para cables y para el estabilizador. Y si quieres que te diseñe tu setup gamer totalmente gratis, no te olvides de escribirme por Instagram. ¿Recuerdan el escritorio gamer que diseñé hace unos días? Pues se aceptó el presupuesto para el proyecto y le fabriqué el modelo del escritorio que él me pidió con sus medidas. Así es como estaba su escritorio. No había espacio destinado para estabilizador ni para cables. Tenía muy poco almacenamiento y muchas cosas por guardar. Llegamos plan del mediodía a su casa para la instalación. Algunos muebles ya estaban armados. Faltaba colocar los cajones y poner el refuerzo para colocar la mesa. Nos tardamos unos 15 a 20 minutos más o menos. Aquí estoy rectificando que las medidas estén exactas. Y recuerda que puedes enviarme fotos y medidas de tu escritorio para hacerte un diseño personalizado totalmente gratis. Y así quedó el escritorio ya instalado en su habitación. Y todos quedamos muy satisfechos con el resultado. Quedó tal cual el render. 3 cajones a cada lado
para un mejor almacenamiento. Y sin olvidarnos de las luces RGB para darle un toque gamer. En la parte trasera tiene un espacio destinado para cables y para el estabilizador. Y si quieres que te diseñe tu setup gamer totalmente gratis, no te olvides de escribirme por Instagram. ¿Recuerdan el escritorio gamer que diseñé hace unos 15 a 20 minutos?
Acá está el post, No nos distraijamos. Siendo tryhards. Acá está, mi gente, acá está. Qué bonito post. Un likecito. Ahí está. Claro, marca de agua, porque es mío. Las nuevas RTX 5000. Acá está. La miniatura la hemos hecho juntos, ¿eh? Juntos las hemos hecho, mi gente. Así que ahí está, precios. ROG Astral. Tenemos series. 50. Ahí está 2 veces. Estas son mis descripciones. También laptops. Yo le añadí ahí la VRAM. Esas son las luces del Nvidia Drive. Y ahí termina todo. Y terminamos, mis chicos, terminamos. Mira, ya están dándole amor. Te reviso. Chao, chicos, cuídense. Vamos acá con una pantalla larga. El Michi ha estado durmiendo acá todo el rato. Todo el rato estaba acá. Y ahí he estado. Voy a revisar y voy a ver qué tal se escucha con el micro acá arriba. Porque como hablo así, y si yo lo pongo abajo, lo que pasa es que me ocupa espacio y es fastidioso. Tengo que hacer un video de este, es un productazo también. Pero nada, ahora me reviso y queda. Chau chicos, descansen hasta mañana. Gracias por acompañarme.